my fellow idiot Spartans, Dooza here, and welcome to a video so spooky that PewDiePie subscribed. In today's video, I'll be diving into the nostalgia of horror and one of the most memorable horror games created, Amnesia, The Dark Descent, which becomes 15 years old and still one of the most creative and story-driven horror games to this day. I'll be covering the simple premise of the game's plot, its alternative endings, as well as the nostalgic unique gameplay and functions, which does mean spoilers for those who have not played the game or completed the game entirely. At the very end of this video, I will conclude my thesis to the main question: if Amnesia The Dark Descent is still scary in 2025. With all that being said, let's jump right in. Oh, God! Remind me never to drink the freaking Jack Daniels size again. I'm feeling a little woozy here. Our story begins in 1839 in Brandenburg Castle, Prussia, where we awaken with, you guessed it, amnesia, and also have a fear of the dark apparently. But beware, when standing in darkness, your sanity slowly drains. Well, light it! Jeez Louise, Mr. Chair, when I ask you to protect me, I mean actually protect me. We play into the life of Daniel, who wrote a multitude of letters in his diary that he left scattered in the castle for some reason, especially after drinking into forgetfulness. Whoa, hey, whoa, buddy, whoa, hey, stay with me, wake up. We discovered that this was all done on purpose to forget the plot of this game, but don't worry, I'll keep it simple for you. Daniel drank himself into amnesia to forget the great horrors and atrocities he had committed under the affiliation with Brandenburg Castle at the hands of Alexander of Brandenburg. His sole reason for being here was due to the discovery of the shards to an orb which unleashed the shadow, leading to Alexander's plan to banish the shadow by literally killing and torturing the lives of humanity, and using the orb for himself to access an alternative dimension, and that's already enough to make me hate this guy, and I really appreciate that, by the way, Gaming Harry. We're instructed by our past self that Alexander must not succeed no matter the cost. However, if you don't pay close attention to these obvious letters from our past self, you could easily fall victim to one of the game's 4 alternative endings. The first, if Alexander succeeds, he'll enter the alternative dimension while you suffer and die. Second, you can wake up with common sense and ensure the revenge of your past self and also the death of Alexander. And don't worry, you leave the castle unscathed. 3, you could also just rot in a cell apparently and, die. And finally, what is considered the best and good ending is by creating a potion and taking the head of this old guy named Agrippa, who is apparently from the alternative dimension, and you could throw his head into the ritual, which will kill you and Alexander in the process, but save you and the lives of many in the other dimension. But you know I'm not here for all that nonsense. Idiots. We're here for some good old jump scares and epic gameplay that made Amnesia The Dark Descent so special. Unironically, this was my first time ever playing Amnesia The Dark Descent, but just the memories of watching some of my favorite YouTubers play this, and now 15 years later playing it for the first time, you can see my humor and where most of the spooks will get me, especially moments like this. Yep, I'm getting out of here, I don't care, I'm getting out. Hey, buddy! No! Hey! We can talk! Back out! Yeah, don't mind me. I'm gonna read this diary real quick. Yeah. Hold it! You didn't think I would just make a banger video without a sponsor, did you? Yeah, that's right. Today's video sponsor is brought to you by Dubby. Dubby is a jitter-free, crash-free, no sugars or artificially colored coffee plan, giving you a soothing light boost to your day. Unlike Monster, Red Bull, or Glitch of that matter, that make you crash and burn all the time, Dubby keeps it simple. With just 1 scoop serving, you'll have enough to focus and without seconds being away from a retirement home. And I'm confident to say that I'm part of the Dubby family with how transparent, helpful, and amazing they are, especially with their products. Massive W, guys. Check out their website by using the link down below and use promo code Dooza to get 10% off your first purchase. That is 10% off using promo code Dooza. And with all that being said, let's get back into the action. With our simple covering of the story, knowing what to expect from the alternative endings, and our epic gameplay, it really begs to question: is Amnesia The Dark Descent still as scary in 2025? My answer is, yes, no. The barrels I just hate. The only thing I hate about this game still lives up to expectations, not just by the story alone, but its great usage of sound effects and composition. The creative world building and the character development alone is just something to behold. I highly recommend giving Amnesia: The Dark Descent a good walkthrough and see for yourself what you think of it. And with all that, thank you so much for watching to the very end of this video, and thank you for your absolute patience with these videos. I know it takes a while, but it's just to make the best and most efficient videos possible, while also giving you the best breakdowns for each and every one of these games. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and tune in next time to where I don't deal with barrels, hopefully, and probably won't be in this room. Now, get out of here!